Hello, Commanders. Welcome to the command table. I am Mathramar. You can just call me Matt. And we're going to be taking on SR15 Jormag with some other lower SR levels as we go. Before we get too far ahead, though, please do like, subscribe, and if you want notifications when I drop new videos, be sure to hit that notification bell. Also, if you have any questions or comments, or if you find another clever build to try, please let us know in the comments below. All right, so we'll show you what we've dabbled in this morning. We tried a standard bomb train. We haven't changed anything from how it was before. It goes off without a hitch, with the exception that Jormag's health seems to have been buffed, or things have been changed such that the bombs just don't hit as much of his health. So if you want to go that way, you're going to end up spending multiple keys, it appears. So we're going to go ahead and fast forward through the rest of that. But the bomb train seems to be a no-go. So then we saw Anturium's build. He posted it on the command table Discord. And I think this runs through... Oh, there we go. Okay, so for this one, he has... I've just replicated his build here with the exception of the Plaguebearers. So those are new. I've added those. And he was using Pendant of Everlasting Winter, and I'm using the Spear of Cataclysm. So he puts his stronger ECs up front, less strong ECs behind, and then he has a drummer with a phoenix, and then two groups of assassins to clear out the arcane archers in the back. So pretty straightforward strategy. The phoenix kind of hits everything in both directions and helps to clear through all that mess. The Eternal Champions do just fine without Empowered Plague, but with Empowered Plague, they seem to burn through things a lot faster. So Anturium did this on SR15 with a toe level 3, so it is definitely doable. But having toe level 4 is certainly not anything I'm going to complain about. So he starts at about 45% from the bomb train run, but we ran through everything. Oh, and the Phoenix has Empowered Plague as well. So that's why everything is going to be attacking a lot faster. Okay, so now you notice that as soon as the Eternal Champions get the Empower Plague, they start cranking like crazy. So very, very solid, very stable. I did have a bit of a problem on SR9, which I'll show you here in a minute. But here it is again. We just ran through. Again, no elixirs, just using toe, ring, and spear, but I guess you can switch out that mythic artifact for whatever you really want to. You might be careful using something like the Eyes of the Ancient One, just because it may change the pathing on something by mind controlling an odd unit that should have been moving forward when it wasn't. And so yeah, it's probably safer not to use that. But yeah, there it goes. Okay, Phoenix has cleared up everything in the back. Fire hits, and those Empowered Plague Eternal Champions just shred like crazy. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. That just basically stays in the same for a while. Okay, and then this one I'll go through the Powerstones and show everybody. So Empower Plagued and Berserk on the Eternal Champions. We've got damage 3 and protection 3. For the drummer, we've got enhance 2 and protection 3. For the Phoenix, we have damage 3 and empower plagued. And then for the assassins, damage 3. So that's how that rolls. And here's another solid run. We'll kind of expedite this one so that you can, because you've already seen it a couple times. But yeah, works very well, very stable. That is up until I get to... Oh, it was SR13 that I think I tried. Okay, so this one goes well. Again, this is toe level 3 instead of toe level 4, because I'm on my second profile now. but much lower unit levels than my main profile. Of course, I'm down 2 SR levels as well, so yeah, I think the Phoenix even dies during one of these. But yeah, the Eternal Champions are immune to freeze, so you don't have to worry about those Frost Wizards in the back, which is helpful. And so that one Eternal Champion has the Empower Plagued, and then the rest of them, the moment they hit, whoa, look at that speed up. Yeah, so again, you can do it without, but I figured I had them on there already, and there was an extra army point that Anturium didn't use, so I went ahead and threw them on there, and it just works fantastic. So, I mean, if it can catch your Phoenix as well, which it did on my main profile, then that's fantastic. Okay, I did try an alternate swarm, just to show you that there are some other options. Let's let it get to the point where we see unit levels. Okay, what do you think about the unit level switch? Feel free to comment about that in the comments below. But yeah, we got totally different unit levels now, given this last patch. For this one, I put the Wraiths in the center so that the Arcane Archers don't shoot there. They're going to make their first shot on what they can see, which are these Warhounds. So that's going to send the arrows off different directions and keep that pyre from getting tagged. The Plaguebearers in the back, they have slow and defense or protection 3. And then the assassins have damage 3 times 2, and I've placed them all the way back and in as much of a vertical split as I could get to split to go between the up and down Arcane Archers. So that should clear them out. Not that it's even super necessary. You can probably even drop the assassins and add a couple dire wolves or something to help push through that initial thing, and they'll just wrap around and get those Arcane Archers anyway. So I did use immunity on this one, so if you're having trouble or you don't have the sufficient level Eternal Champions for the other build, you can use this. Use Primal Warhorn, Ring of Unity, and Spear of Cataclysm, and then just that immunity elixir. So there goes the assassins. They're going to kill that stuff in the back. Oh, I totally missed that Arcane Archer. But again, you probably don't even need those assassins, because as you can see, the swarm gets to him in ample time. Down he goes. Okay, so the rest is just clearing out from there. So that's the alternative swarm build if you just want to spend an elixir. Okay, now this one, this is where it goes just a little bit dicey. Let's just go ahead and let it play through. My Eternal Champions just don't quite make it there for whatever reason on this one. So it seems like it's going along all right. I think on this one, the Empower Plagued gets on all the Eternal Champions sooner. Whereas on the first one, it only got on the top Eternal Champion, and then when they got here, it started to spread. So you'll notice that their health is a lot lower at this point. So if you are having difficulties, then maybe even drop the Plaguebearers and remove Plague from the equation. Also, there were a couple of Earth Elementals that got onto that. If the fire had gotten onto Jormag, it would have been... Oh, okay, this one did go fine. It's the next one that doesn't. Let's go ahead and look at that. Yeah, so everything went that one. Yeah, everything went wrong, but it still went right. I was still able to pull it off. This is the one where they don't quite make it. So not 100% on this build, but again, it could just be my unit levels, and you may want to remove the plague. So this just goes through the Powerstones. It's basically the same as the SR15. Alright, so all the Arcane Archers get cleared up, but for whatever reason, we just don't quite finish it. Phoenix is incredible. Just look at that. Killing all that stuff so fast. I don't know what other units could be as effective at cleaning out all those Risen Warriors. Okay, so here all the ECs are getting really low. We got, and down they go. So don't quite make it. The Phoenix is not going to have enough to get the job done. Okay, so that was SR13, and then we did a couple of tweaks. So I added an extra set of Plaguebearers down at the bottom, and we put in this Crystal Spire. As you can see, the Powerstones for that. Hold on, let's go through the Powerstone. Okay, so protection and slow on the Plaguebearers. We got the Empowered Plague and Berserk. And we have Reach 2 and Execute 2 times 2. So, and then I switched out the Assassins for the Risen Warriors just to get those extra points. So this may work better for you. It might just because this one just seemed a little more stable to me for whatever reason. Again, you can tweak it however you want. There went the Crystal Spire, so the Crystal Spire may not be the best choice. But I'm not sure what else to even put in there. So, okay, there went the toe heal, so everything got a nice bump from that. And now we're on to the boss. Okay, my best was 4.3 million before, and we're gonna vastly exceed that now. So it may be worth doing the 2 sets of Plaguebearers just to make sure the Empowered Plagued gets on everything, and it kind of helps to clear through that initial front line. I might switch out the Crystal Spire for a Bombot or something. Okay, so that was SR13. Let's move on to SR9. I only got 2 of these. This was the same swarm that I did with the exception of the Warhounds. I dropped 2 Warhounds because I don't have the unit levels for them, and I put in the Dire Wolves. So this is similar to the other SR13 build, just I don't have the Spear of Cataclysm on this profile, so I did just use the Pendant of Everlasting Winter. But yeah, I think I have 3 groups of Plaguebearers in the back, and that was enough. You just have to make sure they have slow on them so that they don't run past the pyre, and they can hold everything off long enough to clear him down to 0. And then once you've got the heart, it doesn't really matter after that. And it's just a repeat. It's we'll probably fast forward through this one once we hit the heart. Oh, 2 groups of Plaguebearers is all it really takes, it looks like. So yeah, just clearing through. There goes his health. All right, so you get the point for that one. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, we're down to the lower levels. So those of you who are on SR5 and below, this is what I was working with earlier. This is the first time I've run a raid on this profile, brand new profile. Created it 2 days ago. But some clear errors in this one. I've decided after this one failed that I was just going to totally disregard the pyre, and I was just going to stack a bunch of stuff to send at Jormag to try and clear them out even without the pyre. As you see, those freezing traps don't catch everything. They're just, the radius is too small because they're too low level. If I had a better radius on them, it might have worked well, because then I could have got vulnerability on Jormag. But there's always something chipping away at this, which just kind of makes it not cap out. So yeah, the archers sit there, they shoot at them for a while. We'll go ahead and speed this up. But yeah, we don't quite get it. So then we throw on the elemental resist elixir, because that's the elixir I got from the season progression. And we put these archers in, but they don't move forward fast enough to get out of range of the Risen Warriors. So in the next one I switch out. Oh, and it took forever for this thing to load. There we go. Let's get back here. There we go. So elemental resist, just so that the Frost Wizard doesn't tag the Paladin and the Drummer. And the objective of this one was just to clear through to the boss even without the pyre and just work him down that way. Now, with the elemental resist, that pulse from Jormag doesn't freeze the Paladin or the Drummer, so I have that protection and that healing the entire time. So as you can see, the damage would have totally done a one-shot had I not already taken some of the damage down from the previous run. Okay, so let's go ahead and fast forward because that takes forever. And then I thought I had improved this. I threw some Bombots in there just to try and clear up that front line faster and get to the boss. But for whatever reason, this build just doesn't do as much damage as the last one. So it looks like I've got a lot more units alive fighting the boss. But for whatever reason, I don't do as much damage, but I still get a heart, so I'm not going to be too bummed by that. Okay, so we only had the one arcane archer there, I think, for SR3, and I didn't really account for that. What I might have done different is dropped one of the Bombots, actually probably all of the Bombots, put in more melee units, preferably order in nature, so that the paladin would heal them, and gotten one group of risen warriors to take out that arcane archer. So that'll get the job done. Anyway, that is Jormag this time around. Thank you for watching. Again, please do like and subscribe. And check out the commandtable.com, where we have tutorials, raid strats, and in the not too distant future, we'll add some fun merch and a comic strip for you. Thanks for watching. We'll have more for you soon.